Did you know that there's a place in the Dominican Republic where you can live without clothes year-round? If you didn't, don't worry, neither did almost 80% of our Twitter followers. So we think that it's about time that we introduce you to this place.
Welcome to New Cambium!
New Cambium is a 70-hectare large domain located in the north of the Dominican Republic that is home to permanent residents as well as occasional visitors and tourists. It's a place where people come to get back to nature in their most natural way. To ensure that everybody gets enough greenery, the domain has been nicely mapped out.
The domain is divided in different streets, different areas. Over there is the mango area, that's where we are staying. And over there is palma, hibiscus, and probably the most interesting to show is palm gardens. Here at Palm Gardens you can find the common area. They have a bar. It is closed right now. It is only open during high season, and it's not a bar with a bartender, but it works with an honesty bar. Around the pool you also have some houses here, and of course the pool, the swimming pool. But we don't really gotta need it because we have our own swimming pool.
Next to the inhabited areas or neighborhoods, most of the domain is either forest or farmland. The farmland is part of a collaboration with local farmers who get a location for their cattle to graze, and meanwhile the cattle make sure that the domain doesn't turn into a jungle.
On most of the fields, like the one behind me, you find cows. But there is one piece of land where there is a donkey, and he thinks it's really funny to interrupt into our videos. It is closed right now because it's only open during high season. Oh, and there is a donkey, by the way. Other than being a bit loud, he is super nice. Ah, refreshing. This is our private pool and this is where we are staying. We are staying in a really big villa, but this place by far is where we spend most of our time. Look how big this terrace is and just look at the view. I don't think that I have to explain why they call this the mango street. And right now it's the season of the mango. So we've been eating mangoes every day and they're so delicious. So let's have a look inside our villa. It is important to mention that all the villas are privately owned, so they all look very different. So we can only show you our villa. We are staying in the Mango 8. So when you arrive inside of your villa, this is obviously the kitchen. I have to say this is a very big kitchen. It is super well equipped. There are pots and pans, different sizes, different materials, whatever you need. It is really like an Airbnb where you can cook and make your own food. There is a huge stove, there is a huge oven. So there is a lot of space where you can prepare your meals. We bought our own water in the supermarket, but that was not really necessary because they provide their own water. And also a big fridge. And then when you turn around, you come in the living area. There is enough space to sit down for 6 couples. There is a huge television. It's super huge. And there is this table where you can eat your meals inside. I don't know why you should want that because it's so much nicer outside, but if you want, you have it. This is bedroom number 1 and we are staying in this one. And I gotta say the bed is super comfortable and there is enough space to put all your stuff. There is also a fan. Actually, there is a fan in both of the rooms. There is a fan in the living room and there is even a fan outside. There is no air conditioning and that is just because the whole place is solar powered. We also have a really nice lamp and we used to have 2, but that was before we arrived. So to the future guest of Mango 8, sorry. Anyway, there is an ensuite bathroom with a sink, a toilet and a shower. Next is the second bedroom, and by the way, don't bother to bring books because they have enough. The second bedroom also has an ensuite bathroom, which looks exactly the same as ours. And this is the second bedroom, also with a lot of storage, and I also think it has a good bed. Downstairs is mostly storage space and another big terrace that we never use. Basically, the only thing that we use downstairs is a swimming pool. If you also want to stay here, right now Mango 8 is still for rent, but it's also for sale, so we don't know if the next owner will still rent it out. Of course, you could be the next owner.
In the near surroundings of New Cambium, the main highlight is the beach, which is super laid back with lots of cozy beach bars and restaurants. It doesn't really get more Caribbean than this. It's very relaxed, and there should be some options for a skinny dip. We have been told that some parts of these beaches should be clothing optional or at least okay with nudity, but it's all not official, there are no signs or anything, and we don't really know which parts. So I guess that just as long as you stay away from the crowds, it should not be such an issue.
There were only few people when we visited, so skinny dipping wasn't an issue. But of course, we visited during the low season. The high season in Dominican Republic is roughly from November to March, and then the beaches might be more crowded. On the way to the beach, you find Villa Magante, the local village. There are some small shops that cover your basic needs, but for decent groceries, you'll need to go to the town further away. Keep in mind that there is no restaurant at the resort, so if you don't want to go to a restaurant in town or to the beach every day, you'll need to cook your own food.
Because New Cambium is quite remote, having your own transportation is very convenient. But it's possible without, like we did. We just did our groceries on the way to the resort. The nearest airport is Puerto Plata, which is about an hour away. Here you can rent a car or you can ask the resort to send a taxi to pick you up. For more information about flights and car rentals, check out the description of this video. And also for bookings at New Cambium. Or if you want to come and live here, other than Mango 8, there is another house for sale, and there are still some vacant plots if you prefer to build your own new home.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more tours of clothes-free resorts around the world.